See, having to festival to come to the state is a very. I think there's a lot of advantage because why do we need festivals like these? One, audience can watch good films. Number one, and these films are not like they are rarely seen in theaters. So, and most of the films are made by very well-known writers and directors and so on and so forth. And that is one. Secondly, it's a more like a interaction with other filmmakers. So because you need to connect, you cannot isolate yourself if you call yourself a filmmaker. You have to know people. You have to have a huge network of good filmmakers, and in terms of basically, and also traveling from one festival to another festival also plays a very important role for a filmmaker. No, I don't think any filmmaker would like to just make a film and keep it at home, and not view by the, uh, the larger audience. So as a filmmaker, we always want a bigger and larger audience. So film festival is maybe a first like a one-stop shop to meet good filmmakers.
Okay, okay. And so, how do you think will this event help to bring the talent of Meghalaya to the forefront?
Immediately, there will be no immediate impact. Of course, for any changes, for any development of any forefront thing, it takes time because you cannot expect anything overnight. And like Adil also mentioned yesterday, we cannot do fast food in filmmaking. You have to take the time right from the script writing and then selecting the right cast and then putting everything in place because 101 things. We watch movie for 2 hours, but the preparation takes years. So, and most importantly, as a filmmaker, we have to be responsible for the content that we build also.
Okay.
Because as a medium, it's a very powerful medium. So, I think it's everybody knows like the influence of visual communication to the society and especially to the youth.
Okay. So, and can you please talk about your film a little, brief synopsis?
Katsau like was initially we started during 2017. So first of all, people always ask why Katsau Pra. Number one, we should not confuse it's Pakistan Republic Day or Independence Day. And secondly, we went for the recce at Katsau Pra area.
Okay.
So and it just happened to be on the very date on the same very month. So
Okay, wow.
why not, put that name in the film so it becomes a little catchy. So and a little confusing also whether a lot of people ask whether it's a Hima Nongklau film or, but then it's not. It is not. It's a purely fictional film.
Okay, okay, okay. So, and can you please talk a little about your inspiration to do the film?
Yeah. See, for me, I have worked in many places, but then deep inside you maybe always wanted to tell your story. So the only way to tell your story is through films only. So obviously it's a long way for me also now because filmmaking is not, like I said, it's not an overnight or fast track fast food thing. So this is my third film which I'm directing, and I know there's still a lot of areas to check, and I'm very happy that I'm part of the film festival because then I'm going to attend all the classes and meet all the popular big writers of the world. And in fact, we have very Barnali Shukla. She has won like 13 international films for screenwriting. So who will not like to? Who would want to miss that?
That is true, sir. That is
Yeah.
true, sir. And lastly, sir, is there any message that you want to give to the youth of Meghalaya?
Yeah, the only thing is never. I mean, see, you cannot make good films for the first time. You have to keep making mistakes, learn every single film done. But then, when I say keeping mistake, but you should not repeat the same mistake over and over again. You should always have to, develop with one film to second film and third film and so on and so forth. But then, if you really want to tell story, go ahead and do it. Number one, and don't be too much on technical driven because 60 to 70% of the people that I meet, They wanted a good camera. First, perfect your script. Camera is just a medium to capture, you know. Then secondly, you should work on your characters and talents. And then especially if you're young talents and young filmmakers with a very limited budget, try to make, you can always make good film in one house also. There are a lot of good, maybe you should witness the number of films here, like from the Japanese film, like Emptiness, and quite a number of other names also which I don't remember. They make really, really good film in just one house and one room.
Wow.
So I mean, that is something where you should learn and take examples from those films. And they win all the festivals, you know, around the world. They travel the world. See, that's why I know the key. I know character is important, location is important, but then if you're really working in a budget, try to work on one location.